And welcome to Race Versus coverage of round 4 of the PRI Formula Indy Series, coming to you from Imola circuit in Italy, making our second visit here to the great country. We are currently undergoing a qualifications right now, about 10 minutes 45 seconds left in quals. Provisional pole sitter is Di Gregorio with the 126, VDS with the 126.4 in P2, Hill 126.599 P3 provisionally. Snyder and Groff round out your provisional top 5, as we have many others that are still trying to make their first open lap here on this circuit. We're going to starting a little coverage a little bit earlier than normal today, since we've had the week off, and also wanted to bring everybody up to speed on the points, as well as the Drivers' Championship and Teams' Championship. Just to give you a reminder where we are in the schedule, this is round 4. We are at Imola. We'll be doing 41 laps, not about 125 miles. Then next week will be the IndyCar themed from 2012 to 2015 oval visit that we'll have this year on the Super Speedway at Fontana, where we will be doing 125 laps there, the longest race of the season. Then we'll go back to the road courses to round out the remainder of the season: Red Bull Ring, Long Beach, Zolder, VIR, and Interlagos. Here's the results from the last race, and boy, was it a incredible finish to the last race. Caleb Binsey, your winner. He won by virtue of simply just maintaining position, unfortunately. Liam Quinn spun out in turn 6 going up the hill. On the last lap, Caleb picked up the position and the victory, and he is looking pretty good in the points championship. Let's get to the points championship here. And actually, the driver's saying, let's blow these things up, because they're not really formatted for some reason. Normally they're auto-formatted for me, but not for some reason today. But there is your driver's championship. Caleb Binsey is your leader. Nate Seifert, who won the previous round last time we visited here in Italy, is in P2. Principal Dan, a winner from last, on the, the podium from last event. 101 points in P3. Liam Quinn, Jedi Master, 81. He does not look like he is making today's lineup yet. So we will probably see a change in the top 5. Week 1 winner Julian Altena also not showing up tonight. He is currently P5 in the championship. Jeff Groff with Pack East Racing, P6. There is VDS right there with 61 points. Cody Claiborne not making a appearance tonight. Unfortunately has some equipment failures. I've been there. Well, actually, you know what? He is 16th currently on the board, so I think maybe he is a lot more braver than I am and has decided to dip in and go with the older equipment. We'll see how well he does. He might just simply need to finish and get some good points, but he currently right now is 8th in the championship. To go to the mid, Team Deathbound, 49, and a tie with Christopher Hill to round out the top 10. Let's get to the team's championship, which looks like identical to the driver's championship. We'll get that fixed. In the meantime, we got 7 minutes left in qualifications here provisionally. Principal Dan is P1. His teammate is P2. Was P2 just for a second. Secret now is P2. Di Gregorio P4. BDS P5. See if this right, the team's right. There we go. Team championship points. Again, not blown up correctly. You know, that's why we have the director in the truck. He can take care of that stuff for us. There we go. All right, so Team Race First currently is your number 1 on the team podium right now with 167 points, followed by FBR Motorsports. All Dogs in P3. Camagüey with Team Vor, should be the other way around there, 96 in P4, and Pack East right behind them with 84 points in P5. The remainder of the top 10, Backfire North, Team Talent, PRI, Backfire South, and TBD Racing. So far, really nobody really running away with it. The top two seem to be looking pretty tight at the moment. Certainly from P4 to P10 can be covered really by a very good finish with one of the teammates, or both teammates for that matter. New stats, and I don't know if they wanted me to show these or not, but these are the safety ratings. The Safest Driver Award, top 5. Laps per incident after 3 rounds. Liam Quinn is your leader. 13 laps per incident. Matt Houston, the boss man. Sec P2 with 11.2. Nate Seifert, your winner from Monza. 9.6. Dan Piazza, Principal Dan, 9.1. And Rodrigo Munoz, 8.3. Safety matters, folks. Midwest Kidney Warriors in chat. Good to see you guys. Thanks for the comment. Would like to have everybody like, share, subscribe if you enjoy watching tonight. Even if you didn't, give us some sort of feedback. YouTube loves it when you leave something behind for the algorithms to pick up, and the more interaction and feedback that we get from people that watch us from home. Makes it easier for Race First to improve on technologies and to bring you better coverage in the future. So be sure to give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, you name it. Every little bit helps. Thank you very much. If you have a favorite driver that you'd like us to show, let us know. We will make sure that they will get some screen time as well. If you are out there, any meets, watch parties, what have you, let us know, and we'll make sure we'll get them on. Currently right now on cam, we have Caleb Bency there. Or I should say Caleb Benchy. That's an inside joke from another series, but that's okay. Here's Christian Gritzko. Seemed to have a bit of a connection issue earlier on. Seems to be corrected, no longer blinking. Just to let you know, people watching from home, there are heavy thunderstorms in my particular area. We should probably have a graphic that runs at the top of the corner of the screen, a thunderstorm warning or whatever, and let you know that if anything should happen where the stream is interrupted or whatever, just be patient. We will return as quickly as possible. If it is possible to even return, sometimes the outages can be extended. But we just ask for your patience as we do have thunderstorms in the area. Last time I checked, we have a big blob of red that's zeroing in on us really good. Have a window open to the outside world as well. Might even hear some thunder. Let's take a look at the current provisional lineup. Piazza, Ricciuti, Dory. I'm just going to have them call him Dory. I've yet to really find out the best way to say their last name. My apologies for butchering as bad as I do. Seifert is P3. The champ, Gavin Sanders, is in the house. P4 is a 125.908. DiGregorio, is P5 with a 126.041. Remainder of the top 10 is VDS, Bency, Snyder, Hill, and Munoz. And we will get into the provisional lineup just in a moment here as we are getting ready to go to a quick warm-up, which will allow me to read the starting lineups for you guys before we do our standing start. It looks like most everyone is done. Yeah, Dakota DeMed, he is pulled into the pits. He is done. Garage, Caleb Bency, I believe he's pulled into the garage. He is done. Christopher Hill, he is pulled into the garage. He is done. Kresge's done. Seifert looks like he's done. So we are getting ready. It's probably a safe time to go ahead and do that starting lineup. So let's go ahead and get all of that off the screen and get you tonight's starting lineup the Majors Garage Grand Prix of Imola. There it is. Principal Dan is your pole setter. The 125.2. His teammate, the 125.4. Seifert P3. Gavin Sanders P4. Di Gregorio P5. And VDS at P6. Bensi P7. Isaac Snyder P8. Christopher Hill P9. Munoz P10. Groff P11. And Armando Edwards in P12.
Alright, so there's nothing else I could do with my ping, so if it's
I think we're
getting
getting
too dangerous for anyone, let me know and I'll pull out.
And actually, let's fix that right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Christian.
We'll just deal with that as
Sake of first lap, can you give me an EOL?
Well, we're starting from the finishing start, so there's no.
Oh, that's a good point.
You can start from the pit.
Let's turn that off here.
Okay, I'll do that.
Normally should have that off done. Okay. Let's get back to the starting grid here. DeMade, Kennedy, Gritzko, Houston, Valenzuela, Zelensky. There we go there. Wow, it's just not working well for me tonight. Time's running out here. Space, Goyette, Wang, Kresge, Claiborne, Flaum. Summerall, and if I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. And Donchek rounds out the field at P26. There is your starting lineups, pardon me, as we get everything off the screen. Somebody's still on the track, but let's, oh, we're on the warm-up, that's why. Let's go ahead and follow, that was Christopher Hill. Let's go ahead and follow Alex Van de Sant. He's currently on the track, and I think he might have just dodged off real quick. There he is. Alex Van de Sant, currently one of your championship contenders. Made a heck of a run from dead last. Ooh, there's that new tire model. Made a heck of a run at last on the grid. Oof, there's another banger. Made a heck of a run last on the grid to right up on the crust of the podium right there last 2 weeks ago at Laguna Seca. As everyone is starting to line up and grid up for tonight's event. There we go. Starting to get some people lining up here. There is Logan Spaeth. Actually, it's Spath. As he has corrected me. Appreciate that. And Nick Goyette right next to him. There is Gavin Sanders starting there in P4 on the grid. There's a better view, as we will probably stick to this one right here as these guys get ready to take. And here we go. The lights are on. I don't see a lot of cars loaded, and we are off. So a number of cars decided to dip into the pits, and I think one of them was Dory that decided to take the start from the. We need to get back up to the front real quick. There's Dan Piazza as we had a car going off. Oh, that was Alex Van de Sant that was on the back there. Principal Dan has got himself a big lead here. DiGregorio, excuse me, got himself in that Purdue colored car, liveried looking car, got himself a huge jump. And Caleb Benzie, your championship points leader, around one of his chief rivals, Gavin Sanders. So Benzie already up 3 spots from the start. Right behind Gavin Sanders is Christopher Hill. Isaac Snyder, Jeff Groff. Armando Edwards. One of my favorite drivers, love the name. Already a car in the pits, not sure who that is. Brian Kennedy back there. That's Brian Kennedy right there. Okay, so that is Brian Kennedy. For some reason, had an incident to start the race. He is in the pits. I don't know if we can get another angle. Ooh, that is pretty terminal. And I'm not sure if he had the fast repair checked or not, or we're waiting on him. I think we also had Chris Summerall. Looks like he had a bit of an incident. Looks like all he needs is a front wing. Might have had the fast repair also unchecked. Here is Cody Claiborne coming into the pits. Not sure what he's stopping for. He's maybe punching out. Did one lap, didn't like his equipment, maybe a safe thing, but Cody is done for the day, it looks like. One and done for the 31 driveline car. Let's get back to the front there, and we got a heck of a battle between Principal Dan and João DiGregorio here, the Italian and the Brazilian. Far end of the track there. Now I gotta tell you, I am not an expert at Imola at all. I will say that right now. Clearly Kresge's gonna run away with it. There is your driver expert right there. Speaking of, let's take a look at Christopher Kresge back there in P22. Kind of cruising. At the Schaefer's Oil sponsorship on there. He's right behind JJ Wang, JJ in P21. Matt Houston, a bit of a rough start back in P20. Just hanging out. Of the boss man. He's down 4 spots, so not sure what exactly happened there. Let's watch this guy. Here is Dory. Dory is storming himself through the field here. He started from the pits, and he is already up to P14 and is on the back door here, right here on the gearbox of Monza winner Nate Seifer. This is going to be an interesting battle. Let's watch this one right here. But yeah, Midwest Kidney Warriors asking who's everyone's pick tonight. I got to say, Principal Dan, he's probably my favorite right now. But he's already been passed for the lead. Let's get back up to the front. The battle is up at the front. João in that, like I said, Purdue colored car. Actually, if you're not from the area, Purdue is black and gold. A double 8 there. Echo Big Racing, I believe is a set on the what I see there on the side there. Good looking car. We're going to have a battle for second here in just a second. Here's Caleb Benzie. He is getting a good look at Principal Dan here as he's starting to run down P2. as Di Gregorio is starting to get a bit of a lead now, over a second now over Piazza. And popping them curves, as Caleb says, hit them hard and hope for the best. Well, I didn't say that exactly, but kinda. Currently, the purple lap is Zhao up at the front, and that double 8, 127.726 is the purple lap at the moment. If we're going to go back and take a look at him, he has started on the soft tires, whereas Principal Dan, I believe, started on the primes. So we're going to have a bit of a battle here. I've heard some people say that the reds, or the alts as we call them, go off rather quickly, as they should, but with the new tire model, more than normal, I guess is what was hitting them, popping no curves right there. More than normal, so we will see how long these guys stay out. We got about a 4-car breakaway here at the front. It's got Di Gregorio, Piazza, Bincy, Sanders, and Hill. Hill carrying that Precision Racing Instruction sponsorship. Title sponsors of the Formula Indy Series for Season 2. And let's go take a moment here while everything's kind of calming down to go side by side and hear a little bit more about PRI.
Are you suffering from apexitis? Do you often miss the podium when you know you could be on it? Are you not reaching your full potential as a driver? Ask your doctor if construction is right for you. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, winning more races, faster lap times, better car control, better racecraft, finishing on the podium. For faster lap times, ask your doctor today about construction.
Once again, I want to thank PRI for their title sponsorship of Season 2 of the Formula Indy Series. As we got a bit of we got two distinct groups right now. We got the 5 leaders, and actually we've had Zhao kind of break away, who is now in P1 by a couple seconds. And we will take a detailed look here at the second group. We are 7 of 41 into the books here. Let's go back to P6. Jeff Groff leading another group of about 5. It's Groff. And actually, I think Armando Edwards has gotten around this group. He's moving right along. Well, let's go back a little bit further in the field. Let's go check out Dory. He started from the pits dead last. He is still currently behind our Imola winner, Nate Seifert, who is right behind the Dakota de Maid in that Sunset Arctic liveried car. Popping the curves on those chicanes. Hitting those sleeping policemen hard there. There is Chris Valenzuela. He is currently holding down the back end of the top 10. And we have a car in the pits. Hill in the pits. And is this a regularly scheduled stop? We will see. He might want off those reds as soon as possible. Yes, off the reds. He is on to the primes, down and away. Decided to only go 6 laps with those tires, so maybe he is opting to go with those tires on for the least amount of time. As he rolls right behind him, Christopher Kresge, who is a lap down. He is back underway, rejoins right behind his teammate, as a matter of fact. There's Brian Kennedy, who had a bit of an off in the first lap. I'm sure they'll work on the communication to allow that pass to happen relatively easily. Let's go back up to the front. Here is Zhao, your leader, who is a 3.4 second leader over Principal Dan. Principal Dan, there he is. If you missed our race from Laguna Seca, where he got on the podium, Dan is a principal at a school in the Monza area. So he actually says he lives about 3 kilometers from the racetrack itself and had to get up the next morning for their first day of school. So I guess more in Europe, I guess they're calling more of a headmaster type thing. Well, let's take a look back here in this battle for position. And there goes Gavin Sanders. Gavin Sanders there with the opting for the prime tires. That's probably why he's getting a run now on Caleb, who opted for the softer of the two. Those tires are definitely probably going away. Last time by, Caleb 129.1, Caleb a 129.2. Not much different, but enough of a difference anyways to get the position there. Real quick before we get back talking about Principal Dan, push to pass situation. Zhao has 9, Dan has 9, Gavin has 9, Caleb has 10. Armando Edwards, who now is up to P5. Let's get back there and take a look at him. He has used 2, and he has 8. Isaac Snyder with 9, Jeff Groff with 8, VDS with 9, and Valenzuela with 10, and Seifert with 10. So that is your top 10 right now in their current push-to-pass situation. Remember, push-to-pass adds a small amount of horsepower to your car, up to 20 seconds for a push. You get 10 pushes per race. And it's up to you where you want to apply those 10 pushes. You can push them to attack, you can push them to defend. But it's one of those things that's much like the old cellular minutes of the old days. Use them if you got them if you use them, lose them, you know. You lose them after the month is over and there's no rollover. Well, same thing here. Smoke them if you got them. So anyways, back to our P2 driver there, Principal Danny. Is I guess it would be a headmaster in Europe, but as I think it sounds better, Principal Dan. So we'll see if it sticks. But currently he is schooling at least everybody but first position, as he is currently leading this group of about 4 cars. Actually, now it's a group of 3 himself. Sanders and Bency, as they are P2, 3, and 4 currently right now on the racetrack. Lap 10 in the books. We are a quarter of the way through this event. We might see some pit stops happen here very shortly. I'll give you a pit report here just momentarily, as we want to keep a look and watch on these leaders. Let's get back up to the front. Zhao has broken away to about a 4-second lead now, 4.2 seconds over Piazza. So everybody down to Seifert. Seifert actually pitted lap 9, actually lapped 1, so I believe he might have started from the pits. And he currently, I'm not sure if that one really counts. Dory did start from the pits. Munoz and Gritzko did start from the pits. Zielinski started from the pits. Wang started from the pits. Last car to currently make an actual race impacting stop. Christopher Hill, lap 8. Matt Houston, lap 9. And those are the first of the 2 to stop. I believe they got off those tires as soon as they possibly could have. P22, and those are back in P20 and 21. P22 is Chris Summerall and Brian Kennedy in P23, and I believe they were due to offset incidents that caused them to pit early. Dory with the position over Valenzuela. Let's go back to a battle for P10 as he gets around, and he is now still hasn't passed Seifert, but Seifert is passing everybody kind of in front of him. We've kind of following him through. Let's take a look at the closest battle on the racetrack, and that is right here. Here's Alex Van de Sant. We got a bit of a 3-car battle right now between Edwards. Oh, keep it together, Alex, there. Between Snyder, Edwards, Snyder, and Van de Sant. And now Jeff Groff is now into this battle as a result of that small off there by Van de Sant. Jeff Groff representing the state of California. Saw today that the LA Coliseum is going to be a site of some NASCAR exhibition race. So once again, they are destroying Fontana, and they're going to have an exhibition race in a football stadium. Doesn't make sense to me, so. I know it's a big market out there and everything. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm sure that will be a track that we will see on this service. Probably doubtful we'll see the Indy cars running there. Probably doubtful. Yeah, agreed. Nate is doing really well. Comment from the in chat there. Nate's doing pretty well since he started from the pit. Very a wise decision. Starting from the pits is always a sound strat, in my opinion, especially the way that somebody starts can be a bit of a cluster. And you didn't see it in last event, not last week, but at Laguna Seca, mid-pack, as we are watching the leaders work their ways around turn 2s, 3, 4, and 5. There was a heck of a pile up mid-pack right at the start that we missed. That took out quite a few cars. A number of cars choosing to start from the pits. Some are penalty, and I believe Nate might have been a penalty, but that's okay. Penalties happen. I've been a victim of penalty as well as someone that's had to serve them. So starting from the pits is never easy, but it also is pretty safe if you think about it. Just give up a lot of track position. Let's go up a little bit to Groff there as they are going through the chicane. We'll let the sounds of the circuit kind of permeate everybody here. Everybody hitting those curves hard. Ample runoff area there. We're coming into Ravazza. Yep, and then up the hill slightly with the kink there right before start-finish line. Turn 19, they call it, on the main straight here. Getting turn 1 right there with that kink right there. We got a bit of a battle for position. That's why we were keeping it here. Seifert looking for the position, getting it over Groff. They go into Tamburello. Excuse me. This would be the Villeneuve chicane. And then down into turn 7, the slowest on the course, I believe. This is Tosa. And Piratella coming up. Again, this is not one of the tracks that I am. We got a big battle for position. Edmondo Edwards and Alex Van de Sant. And Alex Van de Sant got the pass over Edwards there, just missed it. We said we caught the tail end of it. So let's take a look here at the top. Let's start going through the field here. Here is your current leader by about 3 seconds. He is on the, if I see it correctly, he is on the alternate tires, so he is wanting to put as much distance between himself and Piazza, but here comes Piazza, and here comes Gavin Sanders. They are on the prime tire. I'm going to guess they're going to go prime, and the last stop probably sprinted out on those alts. Each one of them are desperately running down Gal right now. Going back to P4, Caleb Benzie in pit road. So he has decided to get off those red tires. He pops out right behind Summerall and right in front of, who's in front of? That's Christopher Hill. So when this cycles out, this is going to be a battle for a position as they will move up as everyone does their pit stops. So now your new P4 is Isaac Snyder. Snyder also on the prime tire. Sporting the Majors Garage sponsorship. Want to thank Majors Garage for sponsoring today's event. Hit up Majors Garage to find all your necessary setups for your open setup races. Also the Major Series. We have covered the Major Series here on Raceverse before, or we covered one of their California 500 splits. Thank them. That was a fun time. Isaac Snyder in the Technicolor Dreamcoat there. Still a tight battle right here between also two other cars on the prime tires. Alex Van de Sant currently right now in P5. Armando Edwards in P6. We have Nate Seifert. He's currently on the prime tire as well. He is in P7. There is Dory, who has worked his way up through the field from also starting in the pits. He is on the prime tire. Chris Valenzuela now has worked his way into the top 10. He is currently on the prime tire as well. Rodrigo Munoz in P10 and the prime tire. Christian Gritzko, who is having those ping issues early on. Looks to be steady right now as she goes with the download and up and down speeds. There you go. He is currently on the black tire as well. He is on that prime tire. Caleb Benzie now is after as we start going through pit stops a little bit, and our leader is on pit road. Let's go take a look at him right now. Coming in, he is probably going to go to the prime tire right away. Get those alts off. Doesn't need them anymore. No, he is going to go another stint with the alternate tires. So he has a plan, and he is going to execute it. Your leader now has completed his first pit stop, and he has opted to stay on the alternate compound. So now that brings your leader up to Principal Dan and the champ Gavin Sanders, and they are on the long game at the moment as they are currently on the prime tires. And it looks like Gavin is actually on the man on the move. Last time by, Gavin 128.2, Dan a 128.3. So Gavin is faster, and he's looking for a way around. Gavin still has 9 push to passes, have not used them since that opening earlier in that opening stint. Gavin Sanders in the pits. It's head on. There we go. Let's get a in-car view as they are painfully rolling down pit road here. He pulls into his spot, hits the marks. Up on the pneumatic jacks, going to reds for stint 2. So he's going to the alts for stint 2. So it's probably going to be a short stint, maybe a short fill. Down and away. Here he goes. Let's see where he rejoins the... And everyone's pitting behind him. Seifkert's pitting behind him. He is going to come out right behind the former leader, Zhao, but he is ahead of Isaac Snyder. Seifker and Alex Van de Sant coming out right, one on one top of the other right there. They have decided to go with the alternate tire for stint 2. Piazza still is your leader. Whoa, a little action there at the front with the slower traffic. And there is your leader on pit road. Getting down to his spot, working his way around Christopher Kresge there. The Monza headmaster hits the marks. Up on the pneumatic jacks, crew puts on the new alt tires. Down and away. He was in the box for, well, we don't know quite yet how long he was in the box, but currently he has been on pit road for 44 seconds. And he gets passed by Gavin Sanders. So he loses a position. So let's look at the pit reports that time in. Zhao, pit lane 43.9, in the box 9.6. Gavin, pit lane 44.1, in the box 10.3. Principal Dan on pit road 43.7, in the box for 9.5. The quickest one by far is Christopher Hill with that early stop with 7.2 in the box on pit road for 41.5. Caleb Binsey, when he made his stop, 43.7, 9.1 in the box. So as we've shaken out, as he goes two-wheeling over some of those bumps, Zhao de Gregorio is now back into the lead. As we are lap 19 of 41, we are just shy of halfway. If you are just now joining us, this is round 4 of the PRI Formula Indy Series Season 2 race at Imola. After a week off, 2 weeks ago we were at Laguna Seca. We are here. We will round this out, and then we will head back stateside, virtually of course. And we will have our only oval race, which will be on the big 2-mile super speedway in Fontana. And then we will round out the remainder of the season on the road courses. If this is your first time watching a Formula Indy Series race, basically this is a road course centric event. They do standing starts and primarily run a lot of European courses as well as some courses here in North America. In its second season, Gavin Sanders was the inaugural champion. This season, they've introduced a team's championship on top of the driver's championship. Nate was a penalty. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to pin a penalty on Nate without knowing for sure. Getting that from chat there. Several drivers having to make a start from pit road as a result of either choice or penalty. As the field is reset, let's take a break. Let's check out Christopher Hill, currently in P5. He was kind of the first of all the leaders to stop, and we'll follow him for a moment. And let's take a moment to get a word from our sponsor, Precision Racing Instruction. Let's go side by side.
Are you suffering from apexitis? Do you often miss the podium when you know you could be on it? Are you not reaching your full potential as a driver? Ask your doctor if construction is right for you. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, winning more races, faster lap times, better car control, better racecraft, finishing on the podium. For faster lap times, ask your doctor today about construction.
There you go. Contact PRI today. Find them on Facebook. Right now, PRI is putting on a bit of a clinic right behind Caleb Binsey. This is a battle for position. This is a battle for P4. Oh, wow, he was right there. Caleb gave the room. Let's pop into the cockpit here, Christopher Hill. Watch him as he attacks Caleb Binsey. It looks to me that Christopher is able to break a lot deeper into the corner, or at least that one, than Caleb at the moment. Not sure. Here they are. They hit those curbs. Careful. Like, probably send your car spinning. There's a lot of runoff area there. Those storms are almost on top of my present location, so we're getting ready to have fun here midway through our Imola broadcast. Not using those push to passes, but he is using every bit of sixth gear right there. Goes a little bit of a gap there in the braking zone. A little bit of a lock up there to close the gap, but look who is sneaking up here. And I know because we got the bit of the fan club in attendance right now in chat, but Nate the Great is here in currently P6, and he is slowly sneaking up on this group as they are currently in direct contact and heavy battle with each other. Let's go back up to Christopher Hill. This is the closest battle on the racetrack. This is the one we want to watch here at the moment. Currently, Zhao has a 3-second lead, 4-second lead over Gavin. Actually, there is a pretty decent battle for P2 going on at the moment. We will take a look at that here in just a second, as they are trying to sort out this battle for P3 at the moment, or actually P4 at the moment. Let's go over there and take a peek at the battle for P2. Coming into your living rooms right there. And that's right in front of them. That is Brian Kennedy. So there's two actually lap cars in between Sanders and your leader at the moment. Spath and Kennedy are right there. But Zhao currently is your leader by about 3.8 seconds, now 4 seconds over Gavin Sanders. Gavin Sanders has a horrible start to this season. Just no other way to put it. Was on the verge of winning at Indy, gets taken out by a lapped car that was trying to make a not the smartest re-entrance back onto the race course after having an off. Then he gets taken out also early again at Monza, gets taken out midway through at Laguna Seca. He's yet to finish on the lead lap or actually finish a race yet this season. This is your defending champ going through the defending champ woes, and he is looking to get his first finish and hopefully first podium of the season to kind of rescue himself in the point situation. Still a long way to go, but some of those points that lost early on that season are going to be critical as the laps wind down and we get later into this campaign. With the clean track right in front of him, Zhao does have 3 lap cars. He has Goyet, Summerall, and Zelaznik currently in front of him. Zelaznik. Is it Zelaznik? I think it's Zelaznik. C-E-L-E-S-N-I-K. Echo Big Bags. Okay. So responsible bags of some sort sponsoring this car. On the alternate tire. That time by a 128.5. Currently still has the purple lap from earlier in the race. 126.776. Has 8 push to passes left. Plenty if he needs to use them later on to attack or defend. There you see just behind him off camera are P2 and P3 of Sanders and Principal Dan. Caleb Bentley currently still has that position. Not sure what happened to Hill. I think Hill might have had the stop. Yeah, Hill stopped at lap 25, so he just stopped. Let's go back and take a look at Christopher Hill. Currently did his second pit stop. He is now on the back on the prime, still on the prime tire, excuse me. And I think he's good to go to the end. I really do. He might, well, I don't know that for a fact. He did 17 laps on that second stint. Let's get the old calculator out, shall we? Oh, okay, so we're at 26. I don't know. No, that definitely, the math says new, and I'm not even typing it in. It's not going to be, well, yes, the math says yes. So, yeah, he is going to be able to, he's done. He's not going to have to stop. So, everybody that stops in front of him, and he's passing people the easy way now. These are people that are stopped in the pits. Every position that he passes and makes up, it's going to be for position. Currently right now behind Alex Van de Sant. Van de Sant did very something similar. Stopped at 26. He should be good to go. He's done. Got a couple other hitting pit road. Matt Houston pitted on 24. Zelnick pitted on 25. Currently in the pits on 25. Spath currently on pit road right at the moment on his lap 25. I think he'll cross at 26, the start finish line there. Yep. So Christopher Hill getting some TV time here. He's a second and a half behind Van de Sant. Van de Sant, let's move up a little bit forward here. Van de Sant all by himself. He is 8.5 behind Venezuela. Venezuela is going to have to stop again, and he's probably going to have to stop here. Venezuela is currently on lap 9, so probably sometime in the next 8 laps or so that he will stop, and Van der Sande will get that position. There's Zach Flaum. We haven't got very much TV time at all yet either in that purple car there. And make sure to give him some TV time. He is in P13, Dakota the Maid. He is in P12. He's going to have to stop again. Christian Gretzko. Although, you know, he might just go with the nickname Gitsko. And that would be an awesome sponsor for him, probably. There's an area gas station here called Gitgo. And he is hitting the pits right here. So he is going to pit early. And he currently has the alt tires on. I'm sure he's going to take those off. We're going to follow him here since we got the camera on him anyways. Pitting from P11. Just outside the top 10 in the Technicolor Dream Coat. Car is up. Car is down, and they're going to maintain those alt tires, and that wow, that is going to be a very long final stint on those tires, but that is the strategy they have chosen. Let's go up to Dakota the Maid. We're just looking at him here. We got a let's go for Jeff Groff, and we will actually make our way up to Jeff Groff in just a second here. Jeff Groff P10 on the outskirts of P10. He pitted last on lap 15. He is currently 12 laps into his current stint. The window is open for him if he wants to pit and go the distance. We'll see. He is currently on the Prime tires. Most everyone at the front is on the Prime tires. Currently, first, second, and third are on the alternate tires. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and eighth, excuse me, are on the primes. Ninth, Groff, he is currently on the primes as well. As we had Zach Flaum currently on pit road. Nate Seifert in pit road as well. Let's go take a look there at Nate the Great, as he is your winner from Monza the last time we visited Italy. So he pitted on lap 29, went 11 laps on the last stint, and has the alternate tires on to go the distance. Everybody's strategy a little bit different. Let's head up back to the front. Your leader this time by... Oh, we got a battle for position. Let's take a look back here. Oh, Gavin Sanders in the pits. So this is going to be a scheduled stop for Gavin Sanders. He decided to only go 11 laps on the alt tires. I'm sure he's probably, well, you don't know. He might just decide to go the Reds one more time. We will see. I'm going to guess he's going to go with them one more stint. We'll see. Light tanks, soft tires. Going to go set that Red Bull lap, man. There he goes. He's down the way, and he's done. Let's see where he comes out. There's Alex Van der Sande, the early of the pitters there. Not going to be able to make up that position on because he's too far behind. So the early pitters, unless they were relatively close to who they were in direct contact with, not going to really pass those leaders as they make their stops. So here comes your leader into the pits. This will be his final stop. Here goes Principal Dan. He's going to bypass him. He will get credit for the lap. Caleb Bency, P3, is going to come in. He will not make a position up. Let's see what Isaac Snyder does. Isaac Snyder will make up the position. Ooh, cutting that corner nice and tight. Here's P5. There's Dory. As trying to work his way around Brian Kennedy there on the main straight. Gets around them. And your leader is down and away, and he is on the, wow, he is chosen for the prime tire. And he comes out in front of Gavin Sanders. So let's watch this battle right here. Let's watch this battle right here. This is a battle that's probably going to be for the race lead right here. Gavin on the alts. Zhao on the primes. Gavin with a bit of a cleaner, more shallower run off of the turn there. Off of turn 7, I believe. Trying to run him down. Gavin currently. This is a battle right now, really, for 5th spot. But this is going to be a battle for the race lead. And here he comes. And right in front of them, we have Matt Houston, who pulls right over, lets him through into the chicanes, hitting those curves. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. Now we're interested. Now we have ourselves a battle. Gavin Sanders, 7 push to pass left. Zhao, 8 push to pass left. We will see how they use these and economize their runs to run this remainder of this race out. 10 laps to go. Once again, I want to thank our title sponsor, Precision Racing Instruction. Want to get faster? PRI will train you to be the best driver you can be. 21 plus years of professional racing and instruction experience. Check out PRI today on Facebook and Instagram for contact details. If you are interested, I want to thank them for sponsoring Season 2 of the Formula Indy Series. And there is Zhao getting caught behind a leader. And this is for position. Oh, Gavin, gonna look at the inside. Here we go. Here we go. Side by side. We are in a battle with, this is Munoz. Gonna look to the inside. Oh! Zhao makes contact. He pushes him out of the way. Gavin drives on through, and I believe that is a battle. That is a battle for what we're going to see eventually as the win, as a pass for the win. We will see here. We still got some pit stops to go. Dan Piazza is your leader. He is now on pit road. Isaac Snyder. He is not. He is going to bypass pit road. He is going to take over the lead. Oh, Dakota the Maid with some damage up front. Rama's hitting here in the late stages. Dory bypasses pit road. He continues to roll. Gavin Sanders now. This will move him up to 4. So Piazza in the pits. So he's going to bypass. There he goes. He's going to bypass Piazza now. Piazza's going to have those slightly fresher tires really be able to run him down. Will Sanders with the primes, or excuse me, the alts, be able to run down the leaders? He has a long way to go and not a lot of time to get there. And yes, I know that's a song from Smokey and the Bandit, but it's so true. I'd like to go back and actually watch that battle here real quick, but we got so much going on. I don't want to miss a moment. Here is your leader, Isaac Snyder. Will he make that last pit stop? Isaac Snyder, 15 laps into his current run, went 18 laps into his first stint. Or excuse me, 17 laps into his first stint. So I don't think he's going to be able to make it. I think he's going to try to put as much time as he can on the racetrack. He has 4 seconds back to Dory. Dory last stopped at lap 19. He is 14 laps into his current stint. Are they going to try to make an economy run here for victory? We will see. Gavin Sanders does not. He is now 15 flat back from Dory. And we will actually take a better look at the total gaps now as we show you as this race runs down. Sanders 20 flat back from your leader. Dory 4.1 back from your leader. 8 laps to go as we continue to watch your race title sponsor, Major Garage sponsored car of Isaac Snyder, the Technicolor Dream Code here. He is currently leading in the closing stages. Here is Dory, who started from the pits, currently running him down 4.2 seconds now, as we are coming to 7 to go. And I'm thinking Nate might have a shot at this podium. We will see. We will see. There is a big battle right now for 5th place. We want to go back and take a look at that. And I think the battle is over. There's a DeMade there with a new nose. That cost him some track position. He is now P17, a lap down. That's Dakota there. Nate currently started 3rd in 5th. Had to start from the pit, so he qualified 3rd. He is running down Principal Dan. Principal Dan is currently about 8 seconds up the road from him. I don't know if he's going to catch him, but he's in a prime position because there's Isaac Snyder has pitted. He is on pit road. Told you, we didn't want to take the eyes off. We knew these guys were going to have to pit. Oh, Zhao is not, he is parked it on pit road. He might be done. Zhao might be done. Oh, that's unfortunate. So now here's Dory. So this could be an old dogs 1-2 if Dory can economize this run. Now, one thing starting from the pits does allow you to do, and that is shut your engine off and save fuel at the start. Now, if there was a rolling start, he would have slightly a little bit more fuel on that first run than those on the rolling start. Since we're in a standing start, there might not much be a fuel difference. I'm still thinking that he's going to have to stop. Currently, that time by, he was a 1:27.8. Gavin Sanders was a 1:27.4. So Gavin's still eating into this lead. It was 19 seconds. Now it is 14 seconds. So he has dove into it a little bit. 7 laps to go. We are following your leader at the moment. Started from pit road. In fact, if we want to talk about who started from pit road, P1 and P4 both started from pit road. The top on the roll bar here of Dory. See what he's doing. Is he conserving any fuel? Uphill. Place doesn't look like it has a lot of elevation changes, but it does. Certainly no Road America Laguna Seca, but it definitely does give you that feel of a drive through the country. Watch those rumble strips. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Dory from Italy, so this is one of his home tracks. I know what it's like to run and want to win at your home track. Problem is, everyone wants to win and run and win at my home track. It's Indianapolis. Winning at Lucas Oil and Kokomo isn't the same. So here's Dory, and he is making the dive to the pit. So he can only make it 6 laps to the end. So let's get back to watch him down pit road. Gavin Sanders currently. Here's Gavin. He's going to pass him right here. And here is your pass for the lead. And folks, I think unless we've seen stranger things happen to Gavin in closing stages of the races already this year. Let's check in front of him. He has Kresge 16 seconds in front of him, Flaum 25, and Groff at 27. Unless he does something on his own, which is, we're human, it happens, it's plausible. That was a pass for the lead and possibly the win, but let's not give it to him yet. The man who started 4th has had a horrible start to this season. Horrible, just awful. And a lot of it's not even his fault. And Piazza, 5.4 seconds behind Gavin, and actually is reeling him in. Let's take a look here. Here he is. And a big buffer back to Nate. But I think Nate with 2 seconds over Bincy, this might shape up into a battle. This still might shape up into the battle. We'll see. But this might shape up into a battle right here. Piazza, Principal Dan, 5.3 behind. We're now 4 laps to go. Here, closing stages. Want to thank everybody from home for watching. You're watching round 4 coverage of the Raceverse coverage of the PRI Formula Indy Series from Imola. This is Gary Gatto with Raceverse, and we are watching a heck of a race. We saw an incident about 10 laps ago that resulted in a contact between, which would have been our leader, and not necessarily back, but it was a battle for position, but that car still had the pit. So again, really, could he have shown patience and decided not to pass? But then again, Gavin was right there and was hot on the heels to make that pass. Gavin made the pass as they both made a collision in the corner, and he is now driven off into the sunset, so to speak, but not too far ahead of Principal Dan Piazza, the headmaster from Italy, Monza, Italy, that is, has got that lead down at 5 seconds now, dipped under 5 just for a moment there. Does he have time? He's got to do a second a lap now in order to reel him in. Does he have enough time, or is he just going to settle back and say, hey, you know what? I got myself another podium. .9 seconds that time by. Three laps to go here in the closing stages of the Majors Garage Grand Prix of Imola. I want to thank the guys with Major Garage for supporting the Formula Indy Series. Fielding a team here as well means a lot to the series. There's Principal Dan with the Old Dogs team. Will be another good showing for them either way if he finishes this race in the points championship and in the team championship. So it'll be a good day for Kamigoya eSports in the team championship as well. And if Gavin can keep it up, it will be their second team win of the season. Gavin Sanders now with a 4.6 second lead over Principal Dan. It's the champ versus the principal, closing laps. Two laps to go. Storm situation here locally. Even though it's raining in Terre Haute, still pretty clear here. Gavin Sanders, 3 lap older tires, if anyone's curious. 3 laps older. He pitted on lap 30. Piazza pitted on lap 33. Piazza 7 laps on his tires. Gavin Sanders now 10 laps on his tires. Push to pass situation. Piazza using him up big time. He is down to 1. Gavin Sanders is in, well, let's put it this way. He is a maverick in this Top Gun engagement. He's got 4 of them still under the hood that he can use. Push pass situation, rest of the field. Siefker, he is Winchester at the moment with 0. Dory with 1. Caleb with 6. Hill with 7. Armando Edwards with 5. Van Desant with 1. Snyder with 5. And Venezuela with 7. So let's do a white flag lap, and let's do a real quick look through the field. Here comes Dan Piazza, currently now down to 4.3. Doesn't, unless something's going to happen catastrophic to Sanders, which we have seen in this league, and as little as 2 weeks ago, he is going to hold himself down a P2. Here's Nate T. Oh, we got a big battle for P3 right here. Let's watch this very closely. Here is Dory. Dory is starting from the pits, and both these guys started from the pits, so they have passed an incredible number of cars on the race course. And right behind them in a front row seat is P5, Caleb Binsey. If one of these two happens to come in contact with each other and take both out, Caleb could inherit another. Oh, there they are side by side coming off the corner. Nate does not have those push passes. We got contact, and there it is. There it is. Just what I said. There's and Caleb makes a move around. We got to get back in front to Galvin. Gavin through, I believe, a Ravazza. We're coming on to the main straight, and your winner for the first time this year, but not for the first time in this series, and the second win for Kamigoye Esports this season, Gavin Sanders, the champion from season 1. And here comes Caleb Binsey, who yet again inherits another last lap podium right into his lap. Dory finishes P3, and I'm sure he's not going to be too happy about the contact with Seifert. Seifert looks like he is going to finish possibly P5 or 6. I think Hill might have gotten him. Yeah, Hill got him there at the end. Hill to top 5 in the title sponsor car, Precision Racing Instruction. Congratulations to him. As Gavin lays down probably a much-deserved some donuts and probably some patches of frustration as he's burning them down. Let's get up the, actually, let's get the, not the starting grid. We don't want that. We want the results. And there are your results. P1, your champ, Gavin Sanders, comes through after a great strategy. Just a horrible start to the season. Gets his first win. Principal Dan, yet another podium, P2. Caleb Binsey inherits a podium again on the last lap, P3. Dory starting from the pits with a little bit of contact in turn 7 with Nate Seifert. Finishes P4. Christopher Hill, P5. The remainder of your top 10 is Seifert, VDS, Edwards, Snyder, and Venezuela. Your top 15 is Munoz, Gritzko, Groff, Flom, and DeMade. Moving on to the remainder of the top 16 and beyond. 16 to 20 is Houston Goyette, Zelenik, JJ Wang, and Spath. And then the remainder of the field is Kennedy, Kresge, our early leader, unfortunately. I'm sure he's going to have an incident report to fill out as well. Di Gregorio, Summerall, Summerall, I'm going to say Summerall. He can correct me, I'm sorry. Donchak and Cody Claiborne with the jank pedals, I think is what he was sporting there. Rounds out your top 26, and that's it. So let's dig into these interviews. And why do we keep doing that? Just a reminder that Dan Piazza started from the pole. There we go. Let's get into the interview room. Again, this is the just join us. This is the end of the Majors Garage Grand Prix of Imola, where Gavin Sanders just won, and we're going to jump into the interview room and talk to Caleb Binsey and Make sure I take me off of mute because last time no one heard me as I had a great question for Caleb and he didn't hear me. Bring him on down. Caleb Bency, P3. Just another opportunity falls right into your lap on the last lap. I don't know, man. Your teammate keeps saying that you are one of the luckiest men alive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wasn't lucky last night at all.
No.
So that was the most angry I've been in a long time. So I don't consider this definitely didn't make up for last night. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, it was a crazy race though. That the new tire model definitely makes it a lot trickier, a lot tougher, a lot more exhausting. So, yeah, it was just a balance trying to find which tire was best when, and still don't really quite know, but definitely didn't have the right strategy there. As probably lost a bit to some of the other guys, but yeah, right place, right time.
Did you see that kind of forming in front as you were kind of running those two down? I know that we brought the camera and like, this could be something here, especially if someone wanted to force the issue. I know experience probably tells you that human error can always pop up at any moment. Were you kind of expecting that contact in the closing laps there with those two?
Yeah, you can ask Cody Claiborne. I literally said it about 3 seconds before they did. Racing against both of them a little bit. They're both very, very aggressive and not willing to give up much. Like me and Nate had, it was a good battle and everything, but very aggressive middle of the race. But he was starting to struggle. Like I was catching him, and then Dory was just on brand new tires, so I knew he was flying. And going into a corner like that where it's so high speed and so hard to keep it tight, I knew that was going to be a recipe for disaster. So, yeah, thankfully got through that. Almost got ran through on the chicane. Thankfully, I saw him coming.
Yeah.
And, just let the brake go and then hop over the curbs because he was not making that corner. But, yeah, so glad to survive. And, yeah, just over the course of that race, the tires definitely wore a lot more than I thought, and just got to hang on. So just keep it on track and not make mistakes and be there at the end was good enough for me.
Good day for Team Race Verse with the P3 finish. Good day for you with the P3 finish, currently the current points leader. You do make up some ground, or you actually put some more ground between yourself and Nate, but lose a little ground, not much, to Principal Dan. We're now moving on to the Seoul Oval for the season. We're going to Fontana. I know you got some strong opinions about ovals. What are your thoughts here, especially with this group here that you've only raced so far on road courses, going on to a 2-mile super speedway with speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and that's without the draft. And then you get all these guys into a draft. What are your thoughts, fears, whatever, coming up here in this next race?
To be completely honest with you, I am kind of nervous. It was just some of the driving styles on road courses. I'm a little worried how that translates. But, yeah, Fontana's always been a tricky track for me. Like, the RAL race, Dakota can attest this too, just dropped like a rock at the start. Like, just cannot figure it out. But eventually towards the end, I feel like I was maybe one of the fastest cars on the track. So it's just, you got to find a rhythm, got to find a groove that works, tool settings that work. So if you can get in that rhythm and find the sweet spot, then I feel like you can be competitive. But yeah, I hope it's not this way, but could be surviving some incidents next week. So we'll see.
Well, next week we will see you in the ABC Supply themed livery. So all your AJ Foyt fans, he will be represented next week at Fontana. But before we let you go, shout outs and hellos to anybody who's watching from him. I haven't seen the parents or any of the family check in, but I'm sure they're watching.
Yeah, I think maybe a little more scarce. There's another soccer game tonight for the family. So, but I do know there's still a few watching. So thanks to you guys for checking it out. And yeah, glad to get another podium. And obviously thanks to you, Matt. Race First, putting on great shows as always, and funandfanny.com. If you still haven't gone there yet, definitely make sure you do. Check out all their custom body care products. But yeah, glad to get another podium. Definitely big for the championship.
Right place, right time. I guess we'll have to develop a nickname for that one. I don't know what we're going to call you yet, but it's better than Benici. How about that one?
Yeah, that's very true.
All right, we'll see you here in a week. Congrats on the podium, and we'll talk later.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. And there is Caleb. He's down and away here. Let's bring in P2. And it's Principal Dan. Principal Dan, P2, great finish. Tell me about your race, sir.
Yeah, okay. First of all, compliment to Gavin. He did a very good race. I believe I do an error on my strategy because I start with the black, but I wasn't so fast. And after Joao passed me, it was difficult for me to have a good pace. And then after the pit, I was behind Gavin, and I understand that it was very difficult to pass in safely. So I tried to differentiate my strategy entering before, but he did a very good work. It's a pity because I do a very good qualifying. I believe to have a good speed on this track, but I was not able to transform this in a good pace this time. But I'm happy because the last race I was third, the race before I was fourth, and this time I was second. So
So that
it's
means
good for the championship.
So that means you're going to finish first on the oval next week. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know. No. You have not to say these things, please.
What is your oval experience? Have you what is your IndyCar experience like at Fontana? Do you have a lot?
I tried to do some races in the last month on the ovals, but I believe all the guys in this league probably are set better than me. But as always, I try to do my best also in the oval. I like the oval, really, but I believe not to be so fast as in road track, but it's a challenge, so I will accept.
I think you'll do
next
all right.
race. Yeah,
I think you'll do all right. So a great day for you in the championship. You finished second. You're currently third in the championship, so you're going to make some points up on Nate. Great day for your team in the championship.
Yeah.
Old Dogs, your team finished second and fourth, which is really the best of all the teams today. So a great overall day for you guys. Dory started from the pits. Unfortunately, it looks like he had a little contact with Nate in the closing laps because he had a shot at the podium there. But overall, great day for you. Congratulations. Great day for your team. Congratulations. Is there anybody that you would like to say hello to or shout out to before I let you go?
I'm agree with you because I'm really happy for Dory. I know that he did a very strong race. He started from the pit, and why I was driving, I can hear his breath. For all the race because he was very
sounds like he was very focused.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, congratulations and thanks a lot, and we will see you at Fontana.
Okay. Thank you a lot.
Bye.
Well,
Principal Dan, I'm sure, despite his modesty, I'm sure he will be schooling everybody at the big oval in California. So let's bring down the champ. I've been wanting to say this all season, but ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here. man, you've had an awful start to your season. I know, and I'm putting it very cleanly versus probably to what you think the start of your season was like. One thing or another just didn't work out, and to my knowledge, I mean, nothing has been your fault leading up to kind of today's victory that has kind of prevented you from having better results in the other 3 races. You had a great strategy, and you just kind of stuck with it. Tell us about your race, and especially that battle with Zhao. And I think, I'm not sure who he got collected with. It might have been it might have been Venezuela. I'm not sure, or Valenzuela. Excuse me. But from your point of view, I mean, you had a front row seat for that one. Tell us about it, and then the strategy for the rest of your race.
Yeah, no, at that point in the race, well, I'll start from the beginning. It was more with the new tire model. I think iRacing honestly like nailed it, because the blacks have an advantage after 10-15 laps, or 10-ish laps. The blacks have a massive advantage, and there's a good transition window where the reds kind of fit in as well. But kind of playing that to the advantage, we used all of the blacks I could, and then when I went to the reds, I tried to split it so I could minimize the lost ground and not really have that massive fall off. But yeah, the making the most of the outlaps was huge, just because everybody in this league is so strong. So you have to get everything you can. And then forcing that mistake with Zhao was actually it kind of made me a little more relaxed for the rest of the race. Kind of thankful we kind of forced that to happen with the lap car there, forced some pressure, and then just a slight mistake on his part, and I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, front row seat for that guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a battle with a lap car. I think it was a car that was within the top 10 but hasn't pitted yet. And so I was kind of questioning it, said maybe he shouldn't have raced him that hard. But then again, the car that still had the pit probably should have thought, these guys are running me down with fresh tires. Maybe I should not be as hard to pass as I am. But interesting dichotomy of race strategies and etiquette and that thing going on there. But you made it through, and then you kind of survived until Dan made his last pit stop, and then you made the easy pass. Like I always say, the easiest pass is the pass you make when your opponent is in the pits, and kind of go from there. He was kind of reeling you in at the end, but I'm thinking that maybe you were just kind of taking things easy.
At that point, I was just trying to limit the slip from the tires and make sure that I didn't blow anything up towards the end. But he was super strong, and obviously you saw it in qual. So just kind of managing the gap there, make sure not to make any silly mistakes, and actually finish one out this season. Finally made it through the lap traffic phase of a race.
Well, a good day for you, obviously. Not to rub salt in any wounds. I mean, you're not in the top 20 in points. So this will probably crack you into the top 20, hopefully. It is going to help the team, team-wise, because the team is currently P4. And Julian, of course, your teammate, didn't make the race, but you getting maximum points for finishing first is obviously going to help well as there as well. So now we move on to a track that I know that you do well at, but you haven't had that ultimate success, which is Fontana. And I was talking to Caleb earlier. This is a pretty aggressive group of road course drivers. How do you think that is going to translate next week at Fontana?
Well, I'm hoping everybody kind of gets the gist that it's a long race, and you don't have to be millimeters from each other the whole time, and overtaking comes easy. There's a good group of oval racers, a few names I recognize that I know are capable on the ovals, but a bunch that I also am not super familiar with. So hopefully everybody kind of plays it cool, and we can actually make it to the end. It's not a massive wreck fest.
Yeah, that's I think from the gist of it, kind of caught from others, is it could be everyone wants to get to the front, and then at California, when you get to the front, where are you going to go? Because you can't go anywhere. So it's just going to be a massive traffic jam, just like it is typically in most roads in California. So with that said, hopefully that'll get you on a roll for the remainder of the season. It's still not too late. A lot of work ahead of you. We know you got it in you to make that run. So congrats on finally putting one away here and kind of making it look easy, other than that little kind of front row seat to the incident there between Zhao and I think it was Valenzuela. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at it. It was one of the I'm pretty sure it was one of the backfire cars. I just don't know which one, if it was a north or south car, but I believe that was a battle for the top 10. So it's going to be interesting to see how the stewards are going to rule on that. With that said, shout outs, hellos, highs, anything that you want to talk to anybody while we got you here?
Big shout out to all my partners, obviously you, team owner, as well as Team Vor, Fat Bastard Burrito, Braden Motorsport, Alpine Stars, Stilo, everybody involved. Just really, really nice after a couple of rough weeks to get one down.
We feel you. So congrats on returning to the top step. And as I told you before, typically once you get that first win out of the way, then the floodgates open and then they all come right after. So let's see if that's the case. But enjoy the week off, and we'll see you at Fontana.
Sounds good. See you then.
Gavin Sanders, your winner tonight. Once more, let's take a look at the final standings. But before we do that, let's do one more word from our title sponsor, Precision Racing Instruction.
Are you suffering from apexitis? Do you often miss the podium when you know you could be on it? Are you not reaching your full potential as a driver? Ask your doctor if construction is right for you. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, winning more races, faster lap times, better car control, better racecraft, finishing on the podium. For faster lap times, ask your doctor today about construction.
And if you're interested in PRI services, keep in mind their driver finished 5th tonight. So definitely one of the guys that's going to teach you the right way. Christopher Hill there, finishing 5th tonight in this evening's race. I want to thank everybody for watching from home. I see the Bincy family did show up as always. Doing us, hopefully doing the family proud. He did. I want to thank Midwest Kidney Warriors, Shadow Fox, Vanity Fair. We know who that is. Who else? I think it's I think there might have been everybody there said hi. Thanks for making a comment. Make sure to hit the up thumb button there in the at the bottom of your screen to let us know that you liked tonight's broadcast. Thanks for leaving a comment, share, like, subscribe to the channel, as well as to Race First on Twitter. Tonight's race, the Majors Garage Grand Prix of Imola. Gavin Sanders, the champ, finally gets the monkey off the back and takes the win over Principal Dan and the luckiest man alive, Caleb Bency, in P3. Rounding out your your top 5 is Dory, who started from the pits, Christopher Hill. Your top 10, Nate Seifert, who also started from the pits. Alex Van de Sant had a very consistent day in the top 10, finishes 7th. Armando Edwards, another consistent day in the top 10, finishes 8th. Isaac Snyder with the lead there, finishes 9th. Chris Venezuela finishes 10th. Rounding out the top 15 is Munoz, Grisco, Groff, Flaum, and the Maid. Let's get to the second page here. Top 20 is Houston, Goyette, Zelnet, JJ Wang, Spath, and rounding out the remainder of the 26 car field, Kennedy, Kresge, our leader. That's going to be a story as it develops all week. Zhao there, Cimarol, in 24th, Donchek 25th, and Cody Claiborne, apparently who was on the radio and spotting for the race first guys there in 26th as he did his one lap, and one lap gets his points and out. Hopefully he gets those wheels or these pedals fixed. We know how slow Fanatec is. But that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching from home. Catch us next week, same bat time, same bat channel. But we are coming to you from the Big Oval in Fontana. It's still the Big Oval on Fontana for a little bit longer before they regretfully take the bulldozer to that place. But I want to thank all the first responders out there in lieu of the anniversary of 9/11, as well as all those serving. Thank you. God bless. Godspeed. Come home safe. And we will catch you next time as we will bring you live action from Fontana for the PRI Formula Indy Series. Good night.